Several days after a body was found in a barrel at Lake Mead, police are piecing the evidence together. When was this man shot, killed, and dumped?
They've narrowed down a possible time frame of the murder to the late 70s or early 80s. Fox 5's Drew Andre spoke with the Clark County Coroner about the challenges of making an ID in this case. He joins us live near Lake Mead. Drew?
Well, and John, police believe that this won't be the last body that's found out here, because in some areas that used to be what some would consider the middle of the lake are now shoreline. But right now, those remains that were found Sunday are in the hands of the coroner's office.
Legit corpse in the barrel, just washed up.
A shocking discovery near Hemingway Harbor at Lake Mead. Metro's homicide division told us it's a first of its kind for them, a body found in a barrel near the lake. 40 years ago, where this barrel sits was roughly 100 feet underwater and several hundred yards from shore.
Someone had to have a boat, and someone had to, put someone in the barrel and push them off the boat.
Clothing worn by the victim gives a clear picture of a timeline. More specifically, the shoes, which were made in the mid to late 70s. So police believe the murder by gunshot wound took place sometime between the late 70s and early 80s.
Anytime you have remains that have been exposed to the elements, it makes it incredibly challenging to get an ID.
That's the tough task for the Clark County Coroner's Office, who will attempt to make the identification. They've already processed the remains through their forensic division, but there's still a lot more to be done.
So that often involves multiple different specialists, from our medical examiners, our forensic technicians, our law enforcement partners, as well as outside professional consults, which can include an odontologist or an anthropologist, DNA specialists.
All these steps before police can piece the puzzle together. Lieutenant Ray Spencer said they will look into any possible connections to organized crime and look at their missing persons database.
There are some items that we did recover that we will look through missing person cases to see if there's even, a potential. I mean, granted, it's a needle in a haystack, but right now we have nothing to go on.
As the science has improved, you can do further testing on pieces or remains that may not have been testable before.
And police say it'll still be months before they know if they will be able to identify who this person was. And police tell us that if they are able to make a DNA match, they'll likely use their partners at a lab in Texas called Othram Labs to help with that DNA match. Reporting live tonight, I'm Drew Andre, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.